What's going on, everyone? This is Keo, and I am with Sejun, and today we're going to talk about Bayonetta on the Binch Bros podcast.
The premise is like there's these people who their minds can be implanted with different personalities. Like they sign up for it depending on their situation, but so for like however long their contract is, like I guess like years or whatever, like they're just gonna be in, like their body isn't theirs to use because they're being implanted with different personalities for different situations, you know. So someone might need, like, you know, a date for something, or like someone might need an assassin, or, you know, it's all sort of different situations. And like that's like how it starts off at first. It's like these kind of episodic, like you follow this one doll, they're called dolls. You follow this one, forget the character's name, but it's played by that girl who plays Faith in Buffy. I forget her name.
I mean, you're not going to get anything from me. I haven't seen Buffy either, so.
She's, oh geez, what is her name? Anyway, she's the lead doll. Yeah. And she, it follows her episodically, like, there's one episode.
She's pretty much like in there in that episode.
Yeah, but she's always a different character, right? Because her mind is being implanted with a different personality or whatever.
Right.
And then, but there's other ones that are actually way more interesting than her that they follow later. But then as the story goes on, there's like a through line. There's a you know, a story that starts happening, and that's really interesting and much better. It has a really weird ending. It's got a really weird ending.
So it has 2 episodes and it's done? Like the whole series?
No, 2 seasons.
2 seasons. Oh, I meant to say seasons.
Yeah. It's got an ending. It's got a very definitive ending, but it's also... It's like a really weird ending. It's like... Because there's like... You know Clanad?
Yeah.
You know how there's like the robot stuff in Clanad? The robot and the girl?
Yeah.
It's like sort of like that. Like, I want to say. It's like...
It's like a lot of questions.
It's just more like, oh, okay. So that really comes into play, I guess. Because there's an episode in like the end of season 1 where you're like, what the hell is this about? And then in season 2, they really follow up on it at the end.
Yeah.
Cool show.
But that chick is in there, right?
Summer Glau is in it.
Yeah.
She plays an interesting role. She's not in it until like the 2nd season, I want to say.
Yeah.
Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
No.
It's got one of the guys from that in it. It's got this guy who's in Agent Carter. He's in it. He's good.
Yeah.
It has this lady I've never seen in anything else, but she's really good. And then it's got. Have you ever seen Angel?
I have not.
Yeah, it's got my favorite character from Angel, Fred. The actress who plays her is in it. She plays my favorite character in Dollhouse.
Nice.
Dollhouse is really good. I like that show.
That's gonna go on my list on top of Firefly-ish.
So Firefly is like 1 season and a movie, and I think it's a short season. I think it's only like 10 episodes. I want to say. I don't remember even.
I know like the main character is like Captain Hammer or whatever. I forgot. I don't know his actual name, so I apologize at a time.
Nathan Fillion. Yeah, he's really good in it. Mal Reynolds, I want to say. He's like a really good like anti-hero character. Like there's just a scene early on. I think it's in like the first 2 episodes. I forget. But like there's some guy who's like you're gonna have to kill me. Like I won't talk. You're gonna have to kill me. So he just like kicks him into a jet turbine. He just like kills him. And then he's just like, all right. Like, you know, he's just like not a good guy really. They're kind of like pirates, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like Wild West gunslingers because it definitely has
space.
Yeah, but it's really Wild West. It's got this
Okay.
like Old West feeling. Like they go to a lot of like dusty towns. I think there's literally an episode where they're like, there's like a cat house like run by like this woman, you know, this like old style saloon style thing, and like they're defending
like a piano
it.
playing in the back.
Yeah, and they're like defending it from the like local like whatever. It's like literally Western.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, Western vibes. It's good. Joss Whedon's shows are pretty. I haven't really watched I've never watched Agents of Shield. I'm not interested really in the Marvel Universe stuff that much.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Netflix stuff. Oh, I saw Death Note, the movie.
Wait, is that out already?
Yeah,
the latest one.
The latest one. Yeah.
What's What do you think? What do you think?
Okay, I guess like had turned. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay.
Yeah, just what's your opinion on it? Yes, no, eh.
Yeah, I think it sucks, which sucks because I was expecting it to be good.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of promise in it.
So you're disappointed, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I think it's like a bad movie. Like even if you've never seen Death Note, you never, whatever. Like I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm disappointed at like how they did Death Note. It's like this is like bad. Like as a film, it's feels more like a Final Destination movie than a Death Note movie.
Really? So it's like a suspense kind of thriller type thing?
It's like really violent. Like, I don't know. It's like they don't do anything right. Like, there's like, they try some of the stuff from the show, the like, weird, like, multi-layered gambits, but like, it doesn't really work with it. Like, it totally worked with the character that they set up in the anime and the manga because he's this hyper intelligent sociopath. Yeah. But in the movie, he's not this hyper intelligent sociopath.
Yeah. I feel like it sounds similar to like Avatar, like the Last Airbender or whatever.
The movie Avatar?
Yeah.
Well, that movie
or Dragon Ball Evolution, I think it was called.
I guess it's more like Dragon Ball Evolution than Avatar because Avatar follows the story very closely. It's just bad.
I honestly can't even remember watching that, and I think I didn't like it that much.
I've seen both of those movies, and I don't remember much from Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
I also saw Tekken, the live-action Tekken movie.
Did that come out like this year or something?
No, that came out years ago.
Okay.
I think that one's better. The best is Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive movie.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have seen that.
That movie actually gets it. It's funny. I think it's pretty funny, and it's stupid as hell. But like, I liked it. Like it worked. You know what I mean?
Finally,
it's like,
at least with one of them can make it out.
I mean, like if you're talking video game movies, there's like Max Payne. That's really bad. There's
oh god, dude, I totally forgot we were gonna try to do that.
Yeah, we gotta try and do that sometime.
Yeah, I would definitely want to try it. Like just throw it up one day.
Oh, you know what I liked actually, which is video game related adaptation, is the Castlevania TV show.
Oh, dude, I keep forgetting about throwing that up too.
Yeah, that's like 4 episodes long. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's done, right? Like that's gonna be that 4, and then
no, there's gonna be another season.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, like, that's it. Like, that's it for the season. It's like 4 episodes.
Yeah. It ends in a place where it's like definitely not
next.
over.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Like,
I gotcha.
Here we go. This is all set up.
Yeah, like, yeah. Anything can happen
it's
now.
It's good setup. It is.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, shit. That's actually kind of cool that you did that with that character. I didn't expect you to, like, make this character this type of character.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 4 episodes are basically prequel to like the real show, which is going to be 8 episodes. Yeah. There was that Mortal Kombat adaptation, Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Is that going to be on Netflix too, or
no? It was on the internet. It was like a web show. It was pretty alright.
Yeah, I think I remember this. Yeah,
it was good. I really liked what they did with Liu Kang. He's like this like drunk like asshole. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Like you made him like this like unlikable bad guy.
Yeah.
Which he's such a generic character that you have to do something interesting with him. But like, yeah, I don't know.
With Castlevania, you don't really have to like. I think I've asked this like off podcast or whatever, but like you don't have to watch or play Castlevania at all, right?
I think with any adaptation, having seen the source material shouldn't be a requirement.
Yeah.
And if you have played any of it, it should more just make it, just fill it in, give you little nods or whatever. But yeah, definitely not. If Castlevania, the TV show, is it's an adaptation of Castlevania 3, but it's also more in. It goes further in, like Castlevania 3 wasn't. All the older Castlevanias before Symphony of the Night, they didn't really have that much of in the way of story.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cutscene here, cutscene at the end, and like just mostly just gameplay.
Yeah.
But this one, so it's like filling out the motivations of all the characters and giving you. It's really violent. All the Netflix stuff is always really violent.
Yeah, they feel like they're kind of just allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like everything Netflix, like I think of as an adaptation, is always so violent. It's like you got Castlevania super violent. You got what was that? Death Note's way more violent than the anime. The Marvel stuff is all way more violent than the comics usually are.
Yeah.
So it's always like, but there was always that rumor about the Zelda show.
You just reminded me of it, and me forgetting it. I think it's just not going to happen now.
If they ever do a Zelda show, I really hope they don't make it super violent. I don't need that.
Come on.
You want to see him like cut a Octorok's like eyes out?
That's weird. I was thinking about an Octorok when I was thinking about something. Link slicing something.
Link eating a moblin after he's killed it.
Oh my god! It depends on like where they go with the Zelda, right?
You know what I would love if they did a Zelda TV show.
Yeah.
I would want them to do Twilight Princess.
Yeah, they would have to pick.
Really good story.
I feel like if they were to choose, it would have to be whatever's popular. But I mean, I don't.
No, not necessarily. They didn't do Symphony of the Night. They did Castlevania 3. So.
They just did. Yeah, they just did whatever they felt like. I don't know I guess it's just whatever. They just do whatever. Really.
Twilight Princess has Midna. Who's a really good character.
Yeah.
You have a pretty good, just solid plot. This boy who becomes a werewolf kind of.
Yeah.
And he's trying to rescue, Hyrule.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know.
Sounds like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, except he's not like a human. He's like actually a wolf.
Yeah.
I wonder how they would do the singing. You know how there's that swordsman in Zelda well, you haven't played Twilight Princess.
I haven't played Twilight Princess. No.
So there's this swordsman, the skeleton warrior guy who pops up. And he teaches
I think I know of him.
Yeah, he teaches you new moves. And when you so that's how you learn all the new Link moves. But the thing about him is the canon, I think, is that he is Link from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that's what that was the theory. Is it canon now? Is it actually canon? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean,
okay,
let me look this up real quick.
That's what I was about to mention that. Like, that was something I heard from Twilight Princess, although I haven't played it too much. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it would make sense because like you said he plays something, right? It's like probably an ocarina, I would think, or something.
I mean, no, he doesn't play an ocarina, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember what it was that Ocarina of Time Link is also said to have been the warrior in Twilight Princess that teaches Link sword techniques. Yeah. There are many techniques that are introduced very similar to the attack style of Link and Majora's Mask. These upgraded and more complicated attacks are due in part of blah, 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 blah. I don't know why people think that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if I researched into it a bit more.
It says the Link from Ocarina of Time had to go through Termina and grow up and then become a skeleton warrior in order to know the moves he does. But why?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, why? He already knows it.
No,
though.
but why are they saying like the skeleton warrior is definitely Link? Because he has the same moves that he does?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay, sure.
It was like spin attack, forward jump, slash or something? Or
I don't know, I think so. Probably like a charge slash thing. Jump for sure. Jump attack, I think. You get that. You get the spin attack. I don't know. I don't know why the skeleton warrior is supposed to be him.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say I'm a like Zelda fan, but I guess I'm not really a hardcore fan because I don't know like the quote unquote timelines, the alternate links.
There's a book
and how they're all intertwined too.
There's a book called A Hyrule Historia. That
someone has that. Justin has that, I think.
Yeah, it's
or
like it's a popular merch piece from Nintendo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only played one Zelda game to completion, so I don't really think like it's something I'm gonna ever look into. But
yeah, it's not a really big thing. I like Majora's Mask out of all of them. Actually, well, Breath of the Wild is kind of in there a bit, but I haven't played Twilight Princess or like Wind Waker. But so far, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild is what I played, and Majora's Mask still kind of is up there. So like, you don't really.
What about Link
you have what you like?
That's like
oh yeah, I did
one
play
that
that one.
everyone's favorite. It's
Yeah, that was
Nintendo one.
That was good too. It's really basic, really easy. It's fun still.
That's people's. That's like the Final Fantasy VI of Zelda. It's the one that people love.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger. I mean, going really off topic, Chrono Trigger, I think was a game I wanted to play. It's just I couldn't continue because I think I played it for a bit in the beginning, and then I stopped for a few months and I came back and I have no idea where I was at.
Chrono Trigger also has like 20 endings. I feel like.
Jeez.
It's got a lot of different ways that game can play out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. But I don't know okay, let's talk about this week in games though, real quick. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Like other games are.
Yeah, I do want to bring up a thing, which I haven't talked to you about, but
no,
it's pretty interesting.
What's up? Talk to me.
So, Mercy in Overwatch, right? Well, Mercy,
yes.
Diva, and Reinhardt are getting changes in Overwatch.
Oh, Reinhardt is?
Reinhardt is too, yeah.
Shit.
So
okay,
we're going to talk about these changes, starting from the least interesting to the most interesting, okay?
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt's changes are the least interesting, but they're really good. So what it is now when he has his shield out, he can turn the camera around him. This is all PTR stuff. This might not be implemented in the main game.
I see. So even if he's facing forward, you could turn behind you without having to move your shield.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, that's very useful.
Yeah, which I don't think I capitalized on that enough. Like I should be like, as Widowmaker, who I play a lot, I should like find angles of approaches and just like hit Reinhardt's in the back of the head, or just hit the people behind Reinhardt.
If you're behind
he wouldn't know that I'm aiming.
Yeah. Until you start shooting.
Yeah, I don't do that enough. I just shoot the Reinhardt shield until,
Yeah, I mean, that's easier because you're risking yourself if you're on the other side of that shield because the enemy's on that side.
I'm always like, hey, everyone, let's shoot this barrier so I can start getting picks. Because, like, when like an Orisa shield or like a Winston Bubble or Reinhardt shield or whatever goes down, people start dropping. I start like hitting them in the head.
Agree. Yeah, because so, they rely on that a lot. So
the best though is when I'm at an angle that's a little weird, and there's like a Mercier or a Zenyatta behind the Reinhardt, but they're like a little too far back, so I can see the tip of their head. Yeah, and I just like pop them.
Yeah,
and so it's like nice try.
Yeah.
But
what else?
anyway,
What else? Reinhardt is
that's
getting?
it.
Is that
That's
it?
the change.
Oh, wow, that is really least. I mean, it's good. It's good, but whatever.
It's very different. It's more interesting than something like, the numbers of his shield percentages or his cooldown as flame strike is going to be faster. Something that's not as interesting. This is more interesting because it's like a mechanical change. Mm-hmm. Another mechanical change that we're getting is for Diva, and so her defense matrix, which is her, she's as a tank. That's her defense move.
Yep.
It eats projectiles, and it's kind of weird. It's I don't know if I love the design of it look wise because it's kind of hard to tell if something's going into defense matrix like as an enemy. Like if you're shooting, like did she eat it? But chances are she did, if you're asking that question. And because of that, I guess people are frustrated with that, so they're lowering the, I think it goes away faster.
Oh, I see.
I don't think she can, it might go back to the old way, where it's like, instead of her being able to, pull it out at any second, because even if she has a little bit of defense matrix left,
she could just get rid of it if she doesn't right on time.
She can get rid of Zarya or something, May. Right? Yeah. So
which I feel like those are the only ones that she could.
They are the only ones because of Farah. If she has 1 second of defense matrix, she's got nothing. Yeah. If it's not. I don't know. I think people are crying about something that they shouldn't be. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, there's also McCree's ult too, kind of, but
she has to be in his face. Him and Soldier, she has to be in their face.
Yeah. I mean, so long as you cover an area, she pretty much creates a huge shield-ish.
But also it runs on a timer. I don't know. I like Defense Matrix.
Yeah, it's good. I've been playing Diva a lot more, and it's actually pretty good, and I don't know why they're buffing it.
Well, they're not buffing it, they're nerfing it.
But I heard rockets were being added. Yeah, that's what's
being added. She's got rockets now.
Okay.
So she's got 2 different weapons, I guess. I guess that's how it works. She can fly while shooting rockets. She can use defense matrix while shooting rockets. She can use rockets with her abilities, basically. Mm-hmm. I don't know what these rockets are going to be like. I'm interested in seeing them.
I'm hoping they're not like Farah's ult. And maybe if it is, it's slightly obviously 15% damage.
I mean, I don't know how they're going to work. I mean, I don't know what the point would be to use the shotguns if the rockets are there then,
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're replacing her shotguns. She still has her shotguns, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, do you mean machine gun? There's not really shotguns.
They're shotguns.
Are they changing it? Are they?
No, those machine guns have a spread. They're shotguns. They're automatic shotguns.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, a shotgun is when it has a spread, instead of shooting one bullet, it shoots pellets or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's what Diva's guns do. It doesn't. It's more like when you get shot at by a Diva, the damage indicator isn't one thing. It's a spread thing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so those are Diva's changes, which are interesting, but whatever. We'll see, I guess, if there's a video.
It?
I think so. I'm sure there's more, but I don't know. Here's the most interesting part, though. Mercy is getting some hardcore. Rework. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna start playing her once these changes come into effect because. Holy cow!
Well, that's the reason because no one doesn't really want to pick Mercy anymore because
no
she's
one
boring.
Doesn't really want to pick Mercy anymore.
People usually pick her, right? But they have the worst, the most unfun time or whatever.
That's not it. The reason the changes are okay. First of all, the changes are her ultimate is different. She doesn't have Resurrect as her ultimate ability anymore. Yeah. We'll talk about her ultimate in a second. What she does have for Resurrect, it became a core ability now, Guardian Angel. Yeah. So Guardian Angel is where she can fly towards a person, and Resurrect is going to be her other ultimate, or her other ability. So her
she can only res one person now, right? And
it's one person at a time. I forget what the cooldown is. I think it's 20 seconds or something. It's maybe longer than 20 seconds.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah.
But her ultimate now is called Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And what it does is it's really cool. Basically, it does a couple things. First of all, it extends her range for healing, makes her healing better, and like this applies to damage boost too. It like buffs both healing and damage boost. And it also allows you to tether to multiple people. So you can be healing.
If they're together.
Yeah. It's because the changes are being made because I guess a gameplay thing that they see a lot with Mercy, they want to discourage, is people who play Mercy generally, they get their ultimate and they stop healing their team.
Yeah.
They tell everyone to die at once.
Yeah.
They die at once. The other team works hard to kill them all, and then they get a team res, and it just undoes all the work.
Yeah.
Blizzard doesn't like that for either side. They think that's pretty bad, like for the team with the Mercy and the team against the Mercy. You know what I mean? They think that's like an annoying gameplay scenario that they're always doing. So what they're doing instead is she's going to be constantly healing. They want the Mercy to be healing or, doing damage or whatever. But like she's constantly with her team. And when the cool thing about Valkyrie and Resurrect is, you won't get these like big reses anymore, but you can still like resurrect 4 people by you do Resurrect, and then you do Valkyrie, and your cooldown's gone. You can resurrect someone else, and then while you're in Valkyrie, her cooldown for Resurrect is 10 seconds long.
Oh, nice.
And Valkyrie only lasts 20 seconds.
Yeah, so that's a lot of time.
You can resurrect like another person, and then I think once Valkyrie goes away, you get resurrected again.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So or something like that. So potentially you have 4 resurrects within your span of Valkyrie, and my favorite part about
fly. Right?
Yeah, that's my favorite part of Valkyrie.
Yeah,
she can fly. So, and it's really easy how she flies. Jump is ascend, crouch is descend.
Yeah.
And it's not like Pharah's jump jets where she's like constantly falling or something.
Yeah. She's just like hovering or levitating or whatever.
Yeah, she can just go up and down at will for 20 seconds, and her gun doesn't have to reload, and it shoots faster.
When I imagine the gun, like she still has like the little pistol, right?
Yeah.
I was imagining that she just pulls out like a soldier gun, like a completely different.
It's really
gun.
Strong. Like her gun's already strong. So with Valkyrie, I've seen videos of a nano boosted Mercy just like flying behind the enemy team, shooting the hell out of everyone, killing them all, flying back. Like she can just fly around like she's a beast. And I think I'm gonna remap my controls because I play on PS4. I'm gonna remap jump to L1 and crouch to L2. Put like resurrect on circle and guardian angel to square. That way, that's pretty easy. I just hit circle when I want to resurrect someone, hit square when I want to fly to someone if I don't have Valkyrie on. And whenever I get Valkyrie, I'm always going to be using it. I'm always going to be shooting the hell out of everyone.
Yeah.
It's going to definitely make me a battle Mercy.
Yeah. I think, what the hell was I going to say? With Mercy, like, so did they get rid of Guardian Angel or the flying mechanic then, or is that still there? Because
Guardian Angel's still there.
Okay, that's the one she flies, right? Flies to people.
Yeah, well, she goes to the person. Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure.
But her Valkyrie gives her more
distance.
It just makes her jump and crouch into flight.
Yeah.
So basically, she doesn't have flight normally, but when she turns on Valkyrie, she does, and then she also has, all the other advantages that come with Valkyrie.
Yeah. I think McCree's and like McCree's and soldiers still kind of like counter her. Obviously, anything that's in the air, they'll be able to get her down.
Yeah, dude. But she moves really fast. I've seen videos of her. She I have not seen
anything.
Farah. You know how Farah kind of boosts up and then kind of sways in the air, in direction. Mercy's just straight line, fly.
Jeez, no clip, kind of.
Yeah, because think about it, she's just hitting forward, and just going forward.
Yeah,
like flying over people, shooting them from other sides. You know?
I think it's pretty good. It's a nice change for Mercy, and like you said, it pretty much just helps other players play her now.
In like Mystery Heroes or something, it'd be really great to see a Mercy boost a Mercy while she's doing Valkyrie.
Oh my gosh.
So like Pharmacy, but it's just Mercy.
I'm not sure if that works though, because like isn't she already boosted Valkyrie Mercy? And I don't think they stack.
They do stack.
Do they?
Yeah, Nano boost stacks, and so does Orissa's.
Well, I don't think like double. Oh God, if that doesn't, geez, that's crazy. Because like they took that off before, right? When like way in the beginning, where if multiple Mercies are boosting one person,
yeah, but it's not multiple.
They only
Mercies
apply one.
Boosting one person.
Yeah.
That Mercy's not being boosted. She just has her ultimate on.
Doesn't it apply her boost too?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean she's always being boosted.
I
think her damage output's the same, or her damage is the same. She just shoots faster and doesn't have to reload. Okay. So if you also make that increased damage.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna increase.
Per hit, then she's shooting people down.
Jeez, dude.
I mean, she's not hit scan or anything. But
no, definitely not.
It's still fast projectile.
Yeah, it is. And it hurts, like, without it.
Yeah. Mercy can kick butt already, so.
Yeah, and that's it for Mercy, right? That's pretty much all the changes they're making to her.
Yeah, that's what I've seen on the PTR. They said, like, if it's not working, they're going to change it or whatever. But, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people cry about it. A lot of people aren't happy about it online. Yeah. But then there are people who are happy about it, you know?
Yeah. So. I mean, it makes sense because like it is pretty annoying to have a Mercy like have her res already and then she doesn't heal, and then like obviously people that aren't like communicating with that or not paying attention kind of just go further away from the team.
Yeah, I don't really love the way Mercy is right now.
Yeah,
and I mean like the whole like, you know, I need healing like me like people always complain like, oh. This person's asking me for healing, you know, shut up, dude. And it's like, well, I mean,
kind of does.
That's your job right now. You know, you pick the healer, you know. But I mean, like, that's fine, you know, like, you don't have to play Mercy. Like, there's always, people like that. People like playing healers in Overwatch. They've made it encouraging. They're making it more encouraging now with this change to Mercy. I think, honestly, this just makes Lucio, like, even less relevant as a hero. You know,
I mean, you say that, but he's like played in like the World Cups. Like he's like literally right up there, and then like close to that is like Zenyatta and Anna right now. But
I feel like Anna is the skill ceiling one. Like you have to be a good shot to play as Anna, but she's the best right now.
Yeah, this is also PC too, so it's obviously a bit easier to like.
Lucio's just got a small radius. That's the thing. He can heal multiple people, but not well. Like he's never his healing doesn't go as fast as like I don't know. I feel like
Mercy's Zenyatta might be
Zenyatta's
more.
orb might be healing people solo faster than Lucio's. Like
I think so, but
because what's the cooldown on Lucio's pump it up?
I think it's like 12 seconds.
Yeah,
maybe.
See? It's pretty long, and that like ambient healing that he does isn't really.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Like unless like your tank is like stopping damage and stuff, right? It's not really gonna be the best to be in.
The cool thing is all these healers can go down with one headshot by a Widowmaker. It's true, all of them. Like
as a Widowmaker main, it is good.
No, I mean it's great. Like when I see a Lucio pump it up and I shoot him in the head and he still dies. Yeah, it doesn't matter that he bumped it up or not. Like it's not like, Soldier 76 might have trouble killing a Lucio who's like in the middle of healing himself, you know.
Yeah,
but if you just shoot him in the head, he falls. Or if you freeze him, that's my other character I play.
Yeah.
Also, there was that May video that was pretty good. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did. That was really sad.
I guess.
Yeah.
People are so emotionally affected by this one. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't get it, though.
She's alone now. Well, she was alone.
I mean, we knew this, though.
Oh, I mean, I didn't.
I mean, I think he did. I think we've talked about this. Like, yeah,
No.
everyone died. She was frozen for 10 years or whatever.
Nah, I don't remember this, or I don't remember talking about it. And if we did, we probably were playing, and I usually don't pay attention too much. I'm like halfway there, and I don't think I listened.
It's just like, it didn't like give me anything new. It made me want those like different May moments as costumes for her. I want like the bedhead May, and I want the new outfit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's all right. I want the bedhead one for sure more than the like
it's
the
a
Fargo hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was fun. That was good. I'm glad that character. I'm glad that both of my favorite characters have a video now.
Oh my gosh!
I want Tifa to get a video.
Yeah, she'll get one.
Hers would probably be boring. And something like the robot invasion.
Yeah, and her making a mech, or no, she has it. She's supplied the mech, right?
Yeah, she's like a soldier.
Yeah.
Her and Farah, I don't think they would have really good videos. What if Farah's video was like a spy movie?
Oh my gosh.
She's like,
I feel like Farah's video is kind of in there already with Anna, because
Anna didn't have a video. She had that like cartoon thing.
Well, yeah, the cartoon thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
if we're talking about like cinematic stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about the like big time, like Doomfist.
The big screen.
Doomfist sort of got one because his is like animated really well.
Yeah.
Junkrat and Roadhog definitely don't have one. I cannot count that Junkerton.
Really?
Yeah, that sucks. That's bad.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just introducing the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess. And the character definition. I feel
it's just introducing the map. But it seems like an alright map. It looks like Borderlands.
Yeah, dude, freaking yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
That.
Me and Justin were talking about it too, and like the big ass area, that you have to escort to, is like good for like Widowmakers and like Farahs and stuff. There's a big open area. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just wish the art style was different for Junkertown.
Mm-hmm.
Junkertown.
I don't know.
Junkertown. Anyway.
Woo! That's a lot of Overwatch. We could go on forever.
Yeah, I don't know. And there was like, I don't know. Is there any other video game news?
You know what? Nah, not. I feel like I have one, but I don't. I haven't played it in a while, dude. Like, this is the only game I've ever played lately is Bayonetta, and then I touch a little bit of Nier, and I just played Overwatch with the boys.
I mean, there was some news about Shadow of War and microtransactions and stuff like. Oh, jeez. But we don't have to do it.
Yeah, I actually and I might pick that up. Is that coming out this month?
Yeah, I think it's coming out this month.
Oh shit! Oh, I might pick it up.
All right. Yeah, let me know what you think.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna pick it up.
Should we jump into Bayonetta now?
Let's do it.
Before we get started, can I just say I totally forgot the what is it? Statue of limitation.
Statute of limitations.
What
about
I feel
like for crimes?
No, wait.
It usually is talking about crimes, right?
Yeah, but what do we use? Is that used for when we talk about like spoilers or whatever? Like a 5 minute?
We can do. Yeah, it's like
okay. Well, I just remembered that last week when we did freaking why am I forgetting the damn name? Hellblade. Yeah, I realized we broke that.
For what?
I don't know. It was just like 5 years. We're at the 5 years is usually the spoiler limit, but
we're not gonna wait 5. We did that with Inside too. We broke that with Inside.
Yeah, like but I totally it was just a thought that ran in my head like the day after we did the podcast. I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot. We really need to like hammer down the spoiler thing in the very, very beginning, like multiple times, because like I think it's a pretty big deal. Because with me specifically, spoilers is kind of like I like to experience it through
Yeah.
without spoilers. But I mean, with most things, if it happens, I just like it's like whatever, it happened, right? So.
I mean, I was spoiled on a lot of things, and it's bummed me out for sure. So
Yeah, but
I don't
no
like spoilers.
Yeah, I was just like, oh shit, I didn't realize we did that. But anyways, let's go. I just want to throw that out. Holy shit. Oops. Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
The first of Platinum that we're going to.
I was thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, right? Because Platinum Games is kind of a follow-up studio to Clover Studios, which were Capcom.
Yeah.
Kamiya and whoever else, like they all they made games for Clover and Platinum. It's kind of like Gainax and Trigger. It's got this DNA that's similar.
Yeah.
They did Clover Studios did shoot, what's that? Beautiful Joe. They did Okami. They did God Hand.
Mm-hmm.
And those games, I mean, there's more, but those games are they have like similar DNA to Wonderful 101, Bayonetta, Vanquish, etc. But I mean, we could just start with Vanquish. Might as well. Yeah. Or sorry, Bayonetta.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, what do you mean?
But did you finish Bayonetta?
Yeah, I finished it.
Cool. So this is.
I got the true ending.
Ending.
I don't think there's a true ending.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's one ending, but yeah, I want you to talk about it then.
Man.
Tell me what this game is about, because I love this game. I've beaten this.
Bayonetta is about a Umbran witch that goes through, and I think she's trying to like figure out who she is because she's lost her memory pretty much in the beginning.
Yeah.
With the help of Enzo, she gets a tip on where she needs to go. Mm-hmm. And I guess she needs to go to like what was that place called? Vigard or Vergard or whatever.
Right. Yeah. The city.
And the Angel City or whatever. And she just goes there, and I just want to say, like, this game is very, very, like, I don't want to say sexual.
Oh, it's sexual.
I guess
it's definitely sexual.
It like the cameras go in very really close to areas in which I probably wouldn't. And
it's very tongue in cheek. It's cheeky. It's camp, right?
Yeah.
It's like closer to. I would say it's closer to RuPaul's Drag Race than it is Baywatch, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's more self-aware than it is necessarily tittillating. But I mean, different people have argued differently about it. But I think one good thing about Bayonetta's sexuality is it's like it's personal experience, I guess. It's definitely empowering. It makes you feel
for sure
like you're being dominant rather than, and I don't know, it's not so much like there's always a distinction between player character and NPC, right? And like because you are Bayonetta, I think it's your control, you're controlling, because you can choose when to do these moves, and like I mean, the argument against that, of course, is like the more she does her moves, the more of her clothes come off, because her clothes are her hair. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. She has a really striking, weird design. I love it. I love her pointed hair. It's like a witch's hat, kind of, her silhouette. All her clothes are made of her own hair, which is kind of like weird.
Yeah. I think she has like it seems like she has an undergarment, but that's still like still her hair. Is that right? Or
I don't think she has undergarments on.
Like, straight up just her hair. Okay.
No.
But no, it's, I mean, like, I don't think there's a game that I've played that's like that. Like I haven't played like games like no, I was about to say Tsum Tsum. That's not a game like that. That's Disney characters.
No, I get what you're saying.
Senran
though.
Kagura. Like I haven't played any of those like fan service or whatever. And
Yeah,
this isn't really
that's
like fan
very
service
different.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Senran Kagura
like,
is more of
like,
a titillation. There's like a lot of games out there in the early 2000s, late 90s, that were focused on like sex sells kind of energy.
Yeah.
I do think Bayonetta's doing a different thing than that. It's less about when you played old RPGs or MMOs and like the best armor for your female warrior would be like the skimpiest, but it has like the best stats. Like Bayonetta's not that. It's doing something different with it. But I mean, like, to each their own for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's definitely a different take on the games we played recently. And it's cool. It's even though like it's showing those shots, it's not like overly like sexual. It's just like her character, and it fits really well.
Definitely overly sexual. I think it's overly sexual, and I think there's like meaning behind it. Whatever you take from that, it's whatever you take. You can dislike it. But
well, I mean, like a quote that she says, I was like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!" Was when she pretty much said a quote she says is, "Do you think I would be a mother? Do you think I would hold a baby? Now making babies, that's a different question." Like, holy shit! Damn.
She's always saying stuff like that. Yeah, she's very not vaudeville, very burlesque. Like she that's like the energy from the games. They're very what's the word I'm looking for? That's not a word. What's the word I'm looking for? They're very
cheeky. I don't know.
No, it's more than that. It's like in your face with it, but it's but anyway, that's definitely the vibe of the game. But like
I do like her character's really cool.
But it's also about style, right? There's everything about the game is about style.
Yeah, you after like a battle, you get like these coins at the end, and depending on whether you did damage or took damage or not, I think that's the biggest thing. You get these coins, and they go from like stone up to pure platinum. Yeah, I think
that's right.
And I've only got a few pure platinums, and I don't think I've ever had a platinum trophy ever during my play.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty much multiple playthroughs. You gotta get all the unlocks, which help you out, for later. Like, because it is definitely a game about like competing with yourself, to like make yourself the best you can be.
Which is cool because like the way the mechanic works. Is like you just do your light attack, heavy attack. And the biggest mechanic in the game is dodge. I think you called it dodge offset, right?
Well, dodge offset is different from her dodge.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the dodge mechanic where you activate witch time.
Yeah.
And then you pretty much slow down the time, and you're able to do your combos freely or whatever.
Yeah, that's like the very beginner level of Bayonetta. How you play, how people who first pick up the game, how they play is. Okay, if I dodge an attack, I get witch time, then I can do my combo. Yeah. The game is secretly, not so secretly, what the game wants you to do is to like constantly be doing combos, like without a stop, right?
Yeah.
So now if you dodge, you're thinking, oh, that drops my combo, right? The game has a mechanic that it doesn't tell you, but if you figure it out, you're golden. It's called dodge offset. So basically what happens is when Bayonetta, when she's doing her combo, let's say punch, 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 right? That's a combo. Have you ever held the button down instead of just tapping the next punch?
I don't think I did, no.
If you hold down punch, she'll start shooting. She'll do her punch and then start shooting. And then if you hold the punch again, she'll do the second hit, and then you can extend any of her hits, right? By holding the button. Yeah. Now, if you're holding the button and then you hit dodge while not letting go of the button, next time you hit the button, you're continuing the combo. You're not dropping combos. Because the Wicked Weaves, her big hits are at the end of her combos. And so you can get in Wicked Weaves without dropping combos. You know what I mean? So like...
Yeah.
So Bayonetta has... And she also has a gun that like just never has to reload or stop firing by hitting square. And so you can taunt enemies to like to increase your multiplier. You know, there's tons of ways to like
that I didn't. I figured I can taunt, but
there's so many different options for you to keep your meters up. You know, like your multipliers and like and then you can use your magic for different things. You can get accessories that turn your magic from one thing to another. Like you can activate witch time with an accessory. You can drop bombs instead of turning on witch time when you do a perfect dodge. A shield that basically like you can, instead of dodging an enemy, you can parry them by pushing forward into an attack.
I've not bought any accessories.
Did you get any of the weapons from the LPs?
I definitely got the weapons, but it was only until like chapter... Oh, God. I want to say like chapter 7, I found out how to change weapons, and also there was a second menu that I could click for like items and shit.
The really cool thing about Bayonetta is she has 2 sets of weapons, right? Like that you can equip on her. And there's
it's like her hands and her feet, right?
There's an exploit in Bayonetta 1, which really helped a lot of people out. They don't have it in Bayonetta 2, but did you ever get the rocket launchers?
No.
Okay, so there's these bazookas that you can equip to your hands or feet. And did you ever get a sword?
Definitely got a sword, yes.
So if you there's a combo that you can do with the sword. You have the sword equipped in your hand and the pistol is equipped on your feet, right? Mm-hmm. And you do a combo that's like triangle, 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 circle. And you hit circle a bunch, and she kicks a bunch, right? With their guns. If you equip the rocket launchers on your feet on the second set, what you can do in that game is you can do triangle, 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 and then as you're hitting circle, you hit the button to swap weapon sets. So she's doing the animation where she kicks her pistol, but she's actually, with each kick, it's rockets flying out.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. And it's like
really
throwing
crazy.
It out too? Oh, my God.
I mean, they never like patched it out or anything because they're like, that's
you found it. Good job.
It wrecks people because like the rocket launcher is really powerful, but it shoots slowly normally. And in this situation, she's kicking really fast.
Like,
she's
and it's like throwing
everywhere.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I never, like, the only other guns I ever picked up were the shotguns, and I ended up just using those at the end too.
Yeah, I don't really like their shotguns.
My combo ended up being the claws and shotguns, and then katana and shotguns, but I mostly just used the claws.
Did you ever figure out how to change the elements with the claws?
It was only until like 2 chapters after I equipped it, I found out.
Yeah,
like,
full circle, and then you get like fire or lightning, and
which I thought was really cool because I was wondering why the hell is it only fire, and I was like, oh, what?
They have different movesets.
Yeah, they do.
Different elements.
It's
can
cool.
equip them on your hands and feet. Almost every weapon you can equip on your hands or feet.
Yeah.
And they have different uses in each case.
But I thought it was really cool. That was like I guess since I didn't pick up anything else, the claws were like one of the better things. But I mean, other than that, I would have just kept the pistols, to be honest, because I kind of like the combo on there a bit more.
Yeah, you should look up some combo videos because they get pretty intense, like some of the things that people do. But the fun,
that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's okay. The thing about Bayonetta 1, I really like this game. It's not perfect. It's definitely got problems that the sequel improves on.
Yeah.
And one of the big ones is this game came out at a time when QuickTime events were a thing.
Yeah.
Now, there's certain QuickTime events in the game which are that make sense, I think. Like, I think the Gigaton hits when you beat a boss. I like that. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah.
You just smash the button to get as many, to get all the points you want or whatever. And you can't really fail that. But then again, there are moments where you're just in the world and then a tower that you're on is going to fall. You have to hit A to jump off. If you don't, you die.
Yeah, I failed on that one.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, it's more cheap, And And there's also there's there's that level in the game where enemies are covered in fire. And you can't do damage to them unless you're in witch time.
Yeah, I figured that.
But like,
yeah,
they didn't really like. I don't know. They don't like warn you about things like that. So
yeah. I mean, that's kind of like a Dark Souls kind of situation where like you end up figuring out when you're either dead or like during the battle, right?
Mm-hmm. What difficulty did you play this game on?
Normal.
Okay, on normal and above, this game has a pretty high difficulty spike towards the end of the game. Right?
Okay.
It gets pretty,
definitely.
It gets pretty tough, especially like when you're in that when you're on your way to like the Baldur's building or whatever, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't like those boat enemies. I think they're pretty annoying.
Yeah.
But like that area, and the snakes aren't very fun to fight against, the flying snake guys.
Yeah, I always avoid them. I don't even know if you could fight them, but I just avoided them. They just looked annoying.
You have to kill them sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to kill them. I like those puzzles where it's not puzzles really, but it's like you lift up a statue and then you dodge a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah, that's fun. You get a lot of witch time off. You get a lot of witch time off that.
Yeah,
somehow.
And you have to jump on water. That's like
yeah, it's fun.
Floating platform. There's those. I think they're called Elfheims or something. The like heavenly challenges.
Mm-hmm. I've only picked one up and then I just kind of didn't continue from there.
Yeah, so I think those drop like health upgrade. So like it's like Zelda, right? So you collect.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you really want to get at Bayonetta, you're not getting hit, you know?
Yeah, I figured that. Like, I mean, picking them up really helps out. Because, I didn't realize it was, like I said before, I didn't realize I could change, like, items and shit. And, like, after every round, after every chapter, I do realize that it says no items. And at first I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let me just try doing this game without items.
Using items. That's using health or magic lollipops.
Yeah.
It's giving you.
I needed that.
Yeah,
like,
but that would drop your score. But I guess that would drop your score more.
Yeah, I noticed that because like that was just like, if I'm gonna die, I'd rather just use because you get like half a death score sometimes.
Have you ever gotten a stone trophy for
dude?
a level?
Yes.
You got like falling Enzo.
Half of my fucking game chapters are fucking Enzo stone statues. Like I said, I gotten a gold a couple times. I gotta take a
picture of my record history for you.
Oh my god, it's pure platinum. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I got platinum on every single difficulty on every single thing. And did you ever fight Rodon? The secret Rodon fight?
Nope. Doesn't sound like I did.
So if you go into the store, you can buy a platinum ticket, which costs like 1 million halos.
Oh, okay,
and if
I definitely
buy
did
that, you get to fight Rodon. You know, Rodon, the bar owner.
Yeah.
And he's an angel. And he's really hard.
I thought he was a devil's servant or something like that.
Yeah, he is, but I guess he's like a fallen angel. So like when you fight him in his angel form, it's really hard, and there's one difficulty setting, and he'll pretty much kill you in one hit. And,
so you gotta really
it's really hard. But when you do beat him, you get his weapons, his angel weapons, his
what do you use to fight with you?
Yeah, they're like these halos that wrap your arms and legs, and basically it lets you use enemy weapons. So when you do your combos, Bayonetta's like pulling out
picks it up.
the sword. You know this. You know how sometimes you can pick up enemy swords and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like using those weapons.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't really like using them, but I mean it's fun to get them.
Yeah. What did your combo end up being? Like feet and like
in Bayonetta
hands?
1?
Yeah.
So I've played through this game many times. I've used different combos all over the place.
This is the one that just stuck around.
Well, I really like her. Her main. It's called Love Is Blue. The Scarborough Affair, right?
The pistols?
Yeah, the pistols are really good.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I really like using Pillow Talk, the like lightsaber.
Okay.
Pillow Talk and pistols are good.
Yeah.
She has the claws I messed around with for a while. The whip is actually really fun.
Yeah.
You know that whip?
I have not. Like that's the only thing in my arsenal I haven't picked up.
Okay.
Like I haven't used.
One of my favorite weapon combos is the nunchucks. I love the nunchucks and the ice skating shoes.
Oh, nice.
Skates, yeah.
I wish I grabbed that. I definitely probably would have had that in my arsenal.
Because the ice skates freeze stuff and like does like put the ice stuff and also her run is a glide. She skates around.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Also,
nice.
I just love how in this game you can just double tap dodge at any point and become a panther.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's very speedy game. It's a really fast game.
Yeah, dude. I was watching. Justin was like throwing through a video of like Dissidia, Final Fantasy Dissidia, or whatever. And while I was looking at it, I don't know if it was just the player or whatever, but the game in there looks so slow compared to Bayonetta. Like there was like a lot of waiting, and like the person was like far behind, and like it took her a while to like glide or run to the other enemy. In just Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Oh yeah, like most games make Bayonetta look painful, or like Bayonetta makes most games look painfully slow.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like, oh my god, why is this game just like? Is this person bad at the game or something, or is this game just slow?
That's Platinum in a nutshell, right?
Yeah,
like Vanquish is like that for shooters, So it's like after playing Vanquish, Overwatch is gonna look very slow, and like
definitely
Uncharted or something. But like like Bayonetta, a really good thing about Bayonetta is its speed, but its precision. And then
it's like there's a bit of skill. There's definitely some skill in it, like throwing out combos without getting hit.
Anyone can beat the game. It's like it's accessible enough for anyone to beat, but in order to master it, you have to really put in work.
Yeah,
to learn the game. And it gets really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
The bosses in Bayonetta 1 are definitely not as strong as they are in Bayonetta 2, like interesting wise. Which you haven't played Bayonetta 2, so I'm sure it's fine. But like, I always think of I think of certain levels in Bayonetta 1, right? There's the freeway chase when you're on the motorcycle, which I find whatever. Yeah. And then afterwards, when the motorcycle's done, you are on driving trucks, right?
Yep.
You're fighting dudes on trucks. That level's whatever. And then after that level, you fight the boss of that area, who's a giant floating mass of tentacles and stuff. Yeah. And you run across the tentacles and you have to kill each tentacle head or whatever. Yeah. That boss is okay. I don't like this thing that they do in Bayonetta 1, which is they put you into this state of like every hit you do is a wicked weave. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like it's just free.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that they bring in Bayonetta 2, where you can activate. You spend meter instead of doing torture
to like
attacks.
Just have wicked weave.
Yeah, to go into that move, to go into that mode, And so and it's really cool because how when you do Bayonetta's like 5-punch combo, and like the final punch is like her demon
heal a punch.
Exactly. Yeah. And in Bayonetta 2, you see the demon. Like when you do that combo and you have Wicked Weave, you have Umbran Climax is what it's called, and you have that equipped. Instead of a punch, her demon Madama Butterfly comes in and headbutts.
Nice.
Bayonetta 2 is really gonna be a treat for you after playing Bayonetta 1. Sure.
I love that.
A lot of callbacks.
I mean, like, not playing Nier is obviously the same because it's obviously different. There's no weave in there. They're like witch weaves or whatever.
Yeah, but there is witch time. You can get witch time in there.
I want to so bad.
It's called overdrive. If you find an overdrive chip, you get witch time basically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to mess with that. But I've been like playing that. It's just like I definitely saying with like on your comment or statement about like how playing platinum games is gonna make you see other games differently. And when I was comparing between Bayonetta and Nier, they're definitely pretty similar in like pacing, right? In like fights and stuff. And like it's great. It's fun.
Bayonetta is like more focused on like levels, you know. So so it does it has more of a freedom, I guess. It's easier to replay Bayonetta. You don't get overpowered at Bayonetta ever because
you stay the same.
Yeah, I mean you get really good in Bayonetta, but like she's not very strong, you know. If she does start taking damage, first of all, when you start playing for pure platinum and stuff, it's a failure every time you even take damage, you know?
Yep.
So you got to be careful. And then second of all, even if you are just trying to get through it, it's like she's really good at dishing out damage, but she's not, you know, a tank. So it's really not encouraged to take hits, you know. That's why you can dodge out of anything.
Yeah, that's kind of like the games that I like playing too. Like opposed from like the stealth games or whatever. That's definitely one of the other genres that I like. It's just games that require you to do more dodging than instead of like having to take damage and stuff. Or it doesn't really matter if you take damage or not.
Yeah, I love the balance that they give you with her dodges. So you can dodge up to 5 times really quickly.
I noticed that. Yeah, and then you were kind of vulnerable, right?
Yeah, there's a reset there. So you can't be dodging constantly, but you can dodge 5 times in a row. But if you stop and you're doing something else, that resets it. So that's the cool trick because like the cool thing about Bayonetta is enemies don't wait their turn. They're not like if you're attacking one guy, the other people aren't just waiting. It's not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everyone attacks
definitely
you at
not.
once. So you're gonna have to do multiple dodges. And like the best fights in Bayonetta, I think, are the fights against Jean, who is like Bayonetta's double.
Yeah.
You know, she fights just like Bayonetta. She has wicked moves. She has witch time. And she, I love those fights when you fight against her.
Yeah, definitely. The last one you have with her is really fun.
Yeah, when she does her, when she gets her costume.
Yeah.
And they're fighting on the rockets and stuff.
Yeah. Who are these people? Who's John? Why? Just
so
not going with story at all. I just like jump. We just
about the story, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So like you play as Bayonetta, and she's an Umbran witch, in which she'll eventually figure that out, I believe, and then she treks on her journey, and she finds information about where else she should go. It's kind of still the same area, and she ends up bumping into Jean first. Is it Luca first? I think it's Jean, which is just like it's like.
But the story is told all out of order. You get flashbacks all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, like know. Big picture. Let's just do big picture. Let's not
big picture. It's
Umbran witches, Lumen sages. These two people fought each other hundreds of years ago. Like 500 years ago. Bayonetta is the daughter of an Umbran witch and a Lumen sage. And then, like, something horrible happened. I think all the witches were killed. Bayonetta was put into, like, a magic coma for 400 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And she wakes up for the present day without her memories. She's on the search for her memories. She meets Luca, a photographer who has a grudge against Bayonetta because he thinks she killed her dad.
Yep.
His dad. He thinks she killed his dad. She meets a little girl named Cereza, which that becomes important later. And she might be Bayonetta's daughter. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then she meets and then that's it. She's like on her quest to find out who she is. And and also she likes killing angels a lot because angels are dicks. She hates angels.
Yeah.
So like
for some reason,
happens out to get her because she's a witch, and then so she's fighting against heaven, looking for her memories, and then at a certain point in the game, she finds out that Cereza is actually her from the past.
Dude, I was like. It could be like her, like she could be the daughter, and that was what I thought of most of the time. And then she ended up saying something about keeping her locket near her heart, and I was like, oh wait, this isn't. I think that's her. I think it's her now.
And so the villain Baldur turns out to be Bayonetta's dad from way back then, the Lumen Sage Baldur, and he now runs a company, and you fight him, you kill him, sort of, you beat him, you shoot him with the lipstick.
Yep. It has like curses or something on it.
I mean, I don't know. She just says, "Don't fuck with the witch." She puts the lipstick in her gun, shoots him in the head, but he survives, and then he's trying to bring back God. What's the god's name? Jubileus.
Yeah.
So Jubileus is God, basically, is creating the universe, whatever. And
I think the idea is that like they need a left eye and right eye. The right eye from the Lumen Sages and the left eye from the Umbran Witches.
That's right. Yeah.
In order to awaken Jubileus. And I think they're just pretty much going to create a new universe.
Yeah, that's what the plan is.
Yeah.
And so Bayonetta decides, I'm going to kick God's ass. And so she, she's kidnapped at this point. You switch his perspective over to Jean, who rides a motorcycle.
Well, like before that though, like Cereza and Bayonetta, essentially Cereza older version, Bayonetta ends up sending Cereza back to her current time, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was so weird, dude. I definitely was confused on what was going on. But like I thought like she was still her mother at the same time.
Well, I think she's who she saw when she was a kid, something like that. But I don't know what happens really.
Yeah,
there's
but
parts
something
of it that I lose too.
Yeah, there was something that happened. So the in the flashbacks before Bayonetta meets Cereza, she kind of sees herself get stabbed by Jean with a dagger.
Right.
But
that's like when Jean made her fall asleep.
Yeah. And then now that Cereza has something near her heart where she initially got stabbed, I think that changed everything up. So now Cereza or Bayonetta end up staying there or something.
Wasn't Jean always a good person from the beginning?
Yeah.
She was like, pretending to be bad.
She ultimately was like trying to protect the left eye or something.
Right.
No one else can take the left eye.
And so Jean and there's parts of Bayonetta where she goes back in time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
time travel is always it's really hard to like implement that sometimes, and
I mean they
sometimes hard to follow.
Play very fast and loose with time travel in this series.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 has a lot of connective tissue with Bayonetta 1 and before Bayonetta 1 and after Bayonetta 1. So it's also like it's one long story. Bayonetta 2 takes place like pretty much where Bayonetta 1 leaves off. But without going into that story,
I just want to say real quick that like what's funny is like when she's like gonna battle a boss or whatever, they end up talking, and then she pretty much just says shut up and let's just start fighting, which is kind of funny because I usually want to skip it sometimes because I kind of get it after some point. Have May Jubileus grace you or something like that. And it's like, okay, fine. It's just funny that she pretty much just like wants to end the cutscene and just start fighting.
Yeah, she doesn't really have time for bullshit.
Which makes me want to play it faster just because of the way she wants just to hurry up.
There's a great part where a boss is like talking to her and she shoots him in the face.
Yeah.
She just shoots him and she's like, let's do it.
Or she slings like a pole to go in between its mouth for it to stop talking.
There's a great boss death. Like she killed a lot of bosses. Or when you kill a boss, there's usually like a payoff. It's like a great she'll summon a demon, from her wicked weave to kill the boss or whatever. And one of my favorite cutscenes after you beat a boss is she slams a cherub statue into it or something, and the cherub statue has like gasoline coming out of it, and then she shoots the wiener off of it, which causes an explosion or something. Like it's super stupid and funny.
Well, at first, she shoots the ground where the oil is coming from, and then it goes off, and then the boss is just laughing at you, and then she ends up doing that.
Oh, right, because the fire comes off.
Yeah.
And I mean, this game's very stylish, very
I
over the top.
It's fun though. It's really fun.
Yeah, she's got all sorts of cool her movement's really graceful, right? She moves like a dancer. And, and that's really fun to see in combat because it's not practical. It doesn't make any sense, but it's so
it's fun.
Cool.
I like it's very entertaining. It's very it's visually appealing.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one. It's not really a boss, but it's like another creature you end up finding, or like whatever. Like it appears, and then you see the book come up, and it's the name. When Cereza comes into play, and then I think Cereza was like getting protected-ish kind of by this big boss or whatever.
Oh, the one that
ends up putting
loves
mouth.
her.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of funny moments in there.
Yeah.
Where like it's this weird funny character.
Yeah, that is a really funny moment. Yeah, where like so it's like leaning over and Cereza is like scared and she hides behind Bayonetta and it's like heart breaks.
Yeah.
That's really
like
silly.
It's and that's what I like about it. Like it's weird how like even like the enemies kind of have character.
Oh yeah, I mean everything. Like, do you remember the opening cutscene where it's like very serious? She's there's like a nun at a graveyard, and they're like giving a funeral to Dr. Eggman, which that's great. Like, okay, so Sonic, Sonic's villain is dead. This is also put out by Sega. Anyway,
that's right.
So she's like doing that, and then the angels show up. Her clothes get like torn off, and then she jumps in the air, and spotlights hit her, and then the music kicks in, and then she's just like doing really crazy things. Like she picks up like 12 angels, oh
my god, they do like a conga line. Yeah.
And then
it's funny,
and all the credits are on the gravestones. It has all the main director's name. The main director, Hideki Kamiya, I think his gravestone's being peed on by Enzo.
Yeah,
it's fun, silly game.
I like it. But when that scene, and then after the fact where Bayonetta catches her, and it's actually like some clone siren type thing.
Yeah, it's one of those angels. I forget what they're called.
I like the ending where you end up catching her.
Right, and they both have a
and
dance
then
off.
They do like a weird dance off thing. I forgot what it's called. It's Vogue pretty much.
Yeah, they're for
kind
sure
of, right?
voguing. Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of funny because like it was fun.
It is
not funny, but it was fun.
No, there's a lot of there's so much of that in these games. There's just it barely ever takes itself seriously.
Yeah.
It does here and there, just so you have stakes, I guess. But but it one of the really cool things about this game, about Bayonetta, is she's pretty much never in danger until the end of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's always in control.
Which we'll get back to right now. That's a good nice segue. When she sends so something pretty much happens, and then Bayonetta becomes after she puts Cereza down into the current or whatever, and she doesn't die. Something happens to where she's like paralyzed or something, and then Baldur is alive, I guess, and he ends up taking Bayonetta, and they go into a statue where Baldur was on, like his office was above.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship.
Yeah, and one goes obviously to the right. Baldur goes to the right eye, and there's like some sort of like shieldish thing, and then Bayonetta's like unconscious corpse floats into the left eye, and the rocket goes off, and that was the end of like chapter, I think it was 16, and then you end up getting into like an epilogue, and you end up becoming Jean.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Jean plays a little differently than Bayonetta, which is cool because you can replay all of the levels as Jean.
Whoa,
Yeah,
cool.
and she plays
Yeah.
differently a little bit. She her witch time is actually a little tougher to pull off. It has to be perfect timing.
Yeah.
Like if
So real close.
with Bayonetta, if you don't get perfect timing, the witch time lasts like shorter. Yeah, the closer to the hit it is, the dodge.
Okay, that makes sense because I noticed that there was a time difference.
Yeah.
Between the two. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So if you're constantly dodging, you're probably not going to get the longer witch time. Whereas if you're dodging perfectly, you get like this longer witch time. Jean only has that perfect dodge, but the trade-off is she does like way more damage to Bayonetta.
Okay.
So Jean's really fun to play as, and then so you play as her, and you go and rescue Bayonetta, and then the two of you fight Baldur or Jubileus. I mean,
no, she did. You both don't like once. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a thing where you guys both do
does
it.
Jean get like knocked away or something?
Yeah, John like gets knocked away from Baldur or whatever. Like he does like some lightning thing or some blast.
Right.
And then she's away, and then Bayonetta ends up waking up, and she tries to catch her, and she doesn't, obviously.
Oh, okay. And then she fights.
And then she ends up
Jubileus.
fighting, Jubileus.
Which,
and then,
yeah, that's a fun. You have to like dodge Jubileus for a while, hit the wings when the wings come down.
Yeah.
And then
there's like these element stages that you end up doing. Fire, ice, wind, and I think that's it. After that, it becomes like a space type stage, but it's still the first stage you initially started with, but with gravity time abilities that are being sent towards you.
I just know when you beat Jubileus, Bayonetta punches Jubileus into the sun. Or punches Jubileus' soul into the sun.
Yeah.
It punches Jubileus' soul out of the body. And then you have to control Jubileus as it's flying towards the sun.
Yeah,
to, like,
which
miss all the planets.
Yeah, which by the way, just going backwards just a little bit, one of the stages, ice, that you fight in, I hated that one so much.
Why?
In this freaking game, because like there's these paths you have to take, right? And they're like stone paths, and it's kind of harder to see because it's like it's kind of matching the like really icy parts are kind of matching the non-icy parts. And once you hit that icy part, you get frozen.
Right.
And in this stage, there's like things rolling at you. There's a ice lightning thing that freezes you as well. And as soon as you hit any of those pools, you literally are stun locked.
It's funny.
That whole time.
Yeah, there's a trick, right, that you can do, which a lot of people do. I think it's something you learn after playing the game a lot. A lot, like, you're kind of magnetically tied to the plane that you're jumping towards. So if you like Panther jump at stuff, you like skip the vast parts of it. You know, you can jump over like a huge part of it, and if you land closer to your target, you know, you could do that for the that earlier boss with the tentacles and the chains that come out of it. You just jump over all of them, you know, basically. Yeah. And like and so
I realized that after like my fourth time resetting.
I mean, it's cool. Like it's a grandiose finale. Bayonetta punches Jubileus into the sun, which that's something I don't always like. I don't like those parts of Bayonetta where you have to like guide the soul. Yeah, making sure it hits. You know, like
yeah, dude. And I failed the first time apparently.
Yeah, you hit like a planet.
I was like, well, yeah. What's this cutscene? Okay, I guess it's. Wait, why is she dead? Am I gonna fight her again? And then, no, that's it. It's over. It's game over.
And then
you have to send her to the sun.
Afterwards, Bayonetta's on the floating pieces of the statue alone. Credits start playing, but then John shows up and says, "Hey, don't be such a Debbie Downer. Let's go back to Earth." And so they start blowing up all the Jubileus pieces, right?
Yeah, because otherwise it's gonna be the dinosaurs' extinction all over again.
Right, and so they break all of the pieces of Jubileus, and then it's the final credits, I think. But as the credits go, you have extra levels extra fights. I love that, by the way. You get these like short fights. Yeah. When you're trying to pure platinum the game, that's like such an annoying part. Yeah. Because like if you fuck up any of those, you're like, oh god damn it.
You got to restart again.
Yeah, you got to go back to probably the Jubileus fight or something. But and then how does the game end after that?
The game ends pretty much with that. Like, you end up finding the little extra scenes, and then after some of the credits are done, a new scene comes out, I think, where it's Enzo, Rodon, and the nun again. Essentially, some nun. Maybe it is John.
It is John.
Well, I kind of thought it was Bayonetta for a second, and then it was like, whatever.
Bayonetta's in the coffin this time.
Yeah.
Because they're like
then,
saying...
Luca comes in too.
They're saying like, oh, Bayonetta was nice or whatever.
Yeah. But that scene comes up, and then I think there's just like...
Yeah.
You just either fight a little bit or just a cutscene, and then the credits roll again. And at the very, very, very last bit is just straight up a cutscene with, once that cutscene is done, some credits go by, and then a new cutscene comes in with the credits going by again, but with Bayonetta dancing on a pole or whatever.
Oh, right. They did do that.
Or they do a whole, music video,
yeah,
actually.
They had that, music video. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't think Bayonetta 2 does that. No, maybe it does. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's that,
I feel like they would.
Yeah, I know. For sure. I totally forgot about that.
I do remember that because I was like, okay, cool. It's 1 a.m. I have to go somewhere in the morning. Can we just end it now? I don't want to skip it.
So, basically, my question to you is, now that you've finished Bayonetta, is this one of those games you could see yourself going back to try and pure platinum on infinite non-stop infinite climax?
Is that like the highest difficulty?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just barely got hard.
Get all the trophies or whatever.
Definitely, but with all the games that I am behind on, maybe much later. But
you like this game.
I do like it. Yeah, it's really fast paced and just all around fun. I like the characters. I definitely love the dodge mechanic, even though I'm not necessarily using it properly. If I end up doing it like the dodge offset thing, I'm pretty sure I'll have a bit more fun. But
yeah, it's one of those things where it sounds so complicated, dodge offset. You know, everyone's always like, "Oh, I played through the game without using dodge offset."
Yeah, and
the thing is, it's really easy.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
it's not that complicated at all.
Well, but for sure, I probably would definitely come back to it. This is a really good game. I enjoyed it so much.
A big thing I always thought about Bayonetta, right? Because I love Dark Souls. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's very, Dark Souls games like Dark Souls and Monster Hunter is very commitment based. You take a swing, you committed to that swing.
Yeah.
You know, you do a dodge, you committed to that dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Bayonetta is the entire opposite.
Yeah.
You know, anything you can leave. Anything you're in the middle of, you can just bail on.
Yeah.
To get safe. And I don't know. They're both they are both the best in their respects.
Mm-hmm.
And they go totally different directions, but
they still I feel like they still kind of require skill.
They both totally require skill.
Which is what I enjoy. It's still a tactical skill tactical type game. Which is great.
Exactly, yeah. And I love how certain enemies trick you later on, the glory enemies, the claw enemies.
Yeah.
They have a move that, due to their animation, you think the move hits at a certain point, so you dodge. Yep. But if you dodge, then you get hit. Yep. It actually extends a little further.
Yeah.
And I love that. They don't want you to get reliant on anything. You know what I mean? They want you to constantly be improving and constantly not rest on your laurels. It's a really clever game.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's interesting how the sequel is a better game, and that's cool. You're gonna be excited to play that sequel.
Hell yeah!
It's got better. It's got a really good kind of like callback, you know, story wise. It's a lot of mechanical improvements are really great. There's no QuickTime events now.
Cool.
But there's still the Gigaton moves, you know.
Yeah, that's fun.
There's a lot of really great stuff that like the sequel does that improves upon the original.
Yeah. I can't wait to play it. Oh man. That's I guess that's Bayonetta, right?
Yeah, that's Bayonetta. I mean, it's like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the I think it's the game you can point at to be like, this is Platinum at like their best.
Yeah.
You know, this like you know, if you want to taste of what the studio can do, like, you know, just look at this game.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the coolest action games. Definitely one of the coolest action games.
Yeah. Oh man. And I can't wait to really like playing Nier. Really, after playing Bayonetta, Nier kind of is like, okay, yeah, it kind of works similarly, and it's just like some difference in it. Like obviously there's no witch time, which like you said, I could probably get overdrive or whatever. And
there's no like a big old gun that you just have like in Nier and Bayonetta.
But you know what?
No, a constant shooting.
The coolest thing about Bayonetta is that you could customize like the weapons that you have, and each weapon has like different movesets and stuff. And Nier has a similar thing, and I only have like 4 weapons, and I'm kind of already like enjoying using them to their full potential, or whatever.
Right, and in Nier, it's interesting. They don't have a feet-hand system, obviously, but they have a light-heavy system.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like depending on which one you equip the weapon on, you do a different move with it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like if you have the big sword on light attack and the small sword on heavy attack, it's a different combo than if you took those same 2 weapons and reversed them.
Yeah, and each
just
of
like
them,
in Bayonetta.
And then like obviously like the other difference between them, kind of, is like if you hold like one of the attacks too, they do different things. Jumping then attacking immediately does a different move set too. So I do like all those little combos and like exploring what combination really suits my needs or my satisfaction. So
there's some moves in Bayonetta that I like rarely use, but like when I figure out a place for them, I'm so happy. Like there's that jump kick that she does, where if you hit kick right after you hit jump, she like lifts off and like it's a launcher. It carries enemies with you.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's like that's a really good move. Like Bayonetta has like, you know, different moves, different weapons have different properties. Like I said, the ice skates that freeze enemies. Yep. There's the whip that like grabs enemies. You know, like it's a really weird game. Did you ever unlock any of the costumes or the anything else like that?
The claw costume kind of, but I didn't really see it until
you have to turn the perfume on.
I don't know how I did that and it didn't activate, but I don't know.
It's like if you have the claws on, depending on whether you have them on your head or your feet, like it's different. Like so, if you have the claws on your head, and you have the perfume on, it's she gets like ears, little cat ears.
Yep.
If you have them on your feet, she gets a tail.
Oh, cool! Dang, I wish I did that.
And there's like the other ones have that too. Like the whip costume, she gets like a mask. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
For her. The rocket launchers, she gets like aviator sunglasses and like a hat. It's a trip. It's really trippy. But those are the perfumes.
Yeah,
there's also costumes. There's the Nintendo costumes for the Wii U port. There's I think she could dress up like.
Honestly, like if I were to go back like now, I'd probably try to just get those stuff because like you said, like you could pretty much like beat the game whatever with like whatever skill you have or whatever you learn. I mean, I'm not saying that I won't stick with what I have. I'll eventually evolve and do different movesets and
I mean that's like the fun of it. Yeah, it's like, learning how to like be better, and the higher difficulties put in different enemies at different places. That's why. Cool.
That's
it's not
good.
Just
that's
like
good.
They don't just do more damage. It's like you know, the glory enemies, they show up way earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like on harder difficulties.
Nice. Yeah, really went into all the difficult levels. I mean, I haven't done like a a new game plus situation where I never really gone back to a game before and do a different difficulty. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how they change it up on you.
Yeah, definitely. It's the only other game I can think of that does that is well, I mean, there's tons of games that probably do that, but like, it's always disappointing when games don't do that. I know Dark Souls 2 does that in a pretty cool way, where like later game cycles, there's this really good boss fight against. Do you remember this sinner in Dark Souls 2?
I think so.
It's like a person with a mask. They're like a prisoner.
Yeah,
it's a good boss fight, but in like new game cycles, I think on the third cycle or something, there's like 2 extra NPCs that show up during that fight.
Yeah.
And they're constantly using magic at you.
Oh, jeez.
So you have to like kill them first. Yeah. It makes the fight like tougher.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do like I fucking love Bayonetta.
Yeah, I definitely would go back to like at least get the costume and stuff because that sounds really fun.
You played it on Steam?
Yep. So
that's the thing. On the Wii U version, there's the Nintendo stuff. You can be Link or Samus or Princess Peach and stuff. You don't get that on the PC version. But for Bayonetta 2, you can't even play that game on PC.
Nope.
But you said you have access to Wii U.
I do have access. Well, I can. I just need to ask.
Yeah, and the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good. Do you want to do that game next, or do you want to do Vanquish next?
Oh, I mean, I have Vanquish. I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends. Let's. Vanquish came out after Bayonetta, right?
Right, and you also have Metal Gear Rising, right?
Yeah, I think that's after Bayonetta 2, I believe.
It's not.
Is it not?
Bayonetta 2 is like the latest one.
Okay.
Those ones.
Well, I just have it listed as Bayonetta 2 after Vanquish.
Nier is the latest.
No, sorry. Yeah, that is right. No, yeah, you're right. Metal Gear is after Vanquish. No, let's just keep going in release date. So Vanquish, Metal Gear, Bayonetta 2, Nier.
Okay, so we're skipping Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101?
Yeah, which is a game that, I mean, whatever, it's fine. We can skip that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you said we don't really have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing all of their games. We're not going to do their Activision games. You know, we're not going to do, Legend of Korra and like Transformers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Legend of Korra speedrun, and I mean, I don't think I want to play that.
It's perfectly all right. I like its combat mechanic. It looks bad. The levels aren't interesting. The enemies aren't very interesting. But like, it has with enough time, that game could have been good.
Yeah.
It has a system like dodge offset, where instead of every hit Korra does, she could also charge it up to like 3 different levels, and they do different things.
Yeah.
With each element. I don't know. It has interesting ideas.
Yeah.
And Transformers Devastation is just Bayonetta, except you can also transform into a car.
Okay.
Like, it's literally got like, you dodge at a perfect time, you get witch time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's Bayonetta. It's very funny.
Yeah. Well, that's
But it's also got loot. It's Bayonetta with like different drops.
Nice.
Like, I got a level 3 plasma axe instead of my level 2 ion sword, you know.
Nice. Yeah, no. Let's just keep going with the Vanquish, Metal Gear Rising, and then Bayonetta 2 and Nier. Obviously, Nier I'm gonna do now, just because there's like a few things that it's a bit longer, right? So I'm just gonna do that off.
Yeah, it's their only like non-linear game, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only a bit longer if you like. I guess you have to be a certain level. Yeah,
I'm missing like a few things. Like I'm like behind in some stuff. I'm like, I don't have enough resources to upgrade my stuff in the proper level that I'm in. I don't have I want to upgrade my chips and stuff, and like I'm trying to still even learn that stuff. Like I don't even know. I don't know. It's definitely longer in the aspect of where I have to explore and understand how it works.
It's like an RPG.
Yeah,
it's like basically Nier Automata is an RPG that plays like Bayonetta,
which is cool. Like I like that.
Really
RPGs
cool.
RPGs is like another type of game that I like to. Well,
imagine how much better a game like Skyrim or something would be if it had like a combat system that's like borrowed from someone really good. Like, honestly, like I'm like, hey, Skyrim, borrow Dark Souls combat. Hey,
that would be great. That would be pretty cool.
Play rad, right? Like,
you would
I would want to play that game.
And then they can release it like 7,000 times.
The fact that Nier Automata is an open world RPG, with all the trappings of an open world RPG, side quests and collectibles and resources, whatever, all that shit, leveling. But then it plays like Bayonetta.
Yeah, no, and that's what's cool, because like I'm seeing that now, and like I don't know, man. It's just it's even more fun than it was before, since I now understand like how everything works, and once I get like more chips, because I'm pretty sure there's more than just the Witch Time chip. I'm pretty sure there's more than just that, and like with the ones I have now, like I can increase the range of my dodge, and I can like counter and deal 10% damage back to them or something like that. That alone is already like, okay, cool. So I'm already changing up the way it works, but still having the same mechanics like Bayonetta or whatever. And
one thing that's different is Bayonetta grades you. So it's like you always feel like you're being judged in Bayonetta, and Nier doesn't grade you at all.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely like missing, right? Because like I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna be here to grind. I don't care too much about when I get hit or whatever. I do, only because of the fact that when I don't have anything that gives me health back by fighting or killing, that's when I care when to not get hit.
There's a lot of chips that are good for that. There's chips that like give you health back for hitting people. There's chips that just heal you ambiently. There's chips that like make you invincible for a few seconds after you've been hit, which is really useful for when bosses use certain like big attacks,
like chain
keep hitting.
Which I'm that's where I ended up. That's where I'm at right now.
I stuck myself with anti-chain.
But yeah, like digress. We could talk about Nier later. I guess next week we're doing Vanquish.
All right.
I have it set up. It's
up my PS3.
It is not on sale, which kind of sucks. But whatever. It's $20. Not that bad. Steam.
Hey, I mean, if you want, we could do Metal Gear Rising instead, because we both have that.
I already have Vanquish. I already bought it, so.
Oh, okay.
I definitely want to try it out, because like it's definitely it's a shooter. It's straight up more of a shooter.
It is a shooter. It's a cover shooter.
Yeah.
However,
it's Platinum's involved.
Yeah, and honestly, like it's interesting. You're gonna have fun with it. I hope you like it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I mean, Platinum's. The way Platinum is showing Bayonetta, I think it's pretty good. They're in a good standing with me right now. So
yeah, they don't usually put out poor games.
Yeah, that's good. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Binch Bros. I've been Keo.
That's AJ. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a quote.
Well, I mean,